If you've seen any of my videos showcasing some Street Fighter 6 gameplay, then you may have noticed something. I always play Luke. Nah, well, I mean, yeah, but that's not what I'm talking about. That's not what I'm referring to today. If you read the title of this video, then you already know I prefer modern controls over classic controls. Now, before I get roasted in the comments of people saying classic is better, when you're using modern controls, you lose a lot, let me just say this. I can do both, but I prefer playing modern. I'll stick around because I really want to explain why. I know most of this has already been talked about by other players, but I wanted to add my take in as well. Throw my hat in the ring. Maybe this video will help encourage new players to start playing. Maybe it'll help people that are struggling with classic go, maybe modern is worth a try. Whatever it may be, I really hope this video helps somebody out. All right, let's get into it. What is the main difference between modern and classic controls? Well, if you didn't know, it's your inputs. Classic controls or classic inputs has you doing things like zigzags, quarter circles, half circles, and anything along those lines, along with, pressing your button. While modern is more of a direction and a button. Like forward triangle or forward Y would be an uppercut in Street Fighter 6 or a rising uppercut. What about fireball? Well, instead of doing a quarter circle punch, you just do one button. Now with modern controls, you can still do these classic inputs to access more of your kit. However, there are drawbacks to using modern controls, namely your damage output. While using modern controls, your damage is slightly reduced versus classic controls. Also, a good amount of your character's kit won't be accessible. It's really not the end of the world, but it's still something worth noting, especially if you want your entire kit open to you. You can still do classic inputs while using modern, such as doing a fireball. Also, if you do it this way, you don't get that damage reduction, so it'll be the full damage if you do the classic inputs, even while in modern. Other games have done this as well, namely Granblue Fantasy vs Rising. In that game, it even shows you your abilities under your health bar. Of course, in that game, abilities have cooldowns. You can do more modern controls with a direction and an input, or you can stick with the classic controls, which is the usual quarter circle, half circle, zigzag, and an input as well. The biggest drawback for Granblue Fantasy vs Rising is just going to be your damage. However, your full kit for your character is not locked off. But we are talking about Street Fighter 6 in this video, so let's go on. All right, so we are in the training room here, and I'm going to go ahead and we're going to walk through every single one of the buttons. So we have our usual forward, backwards, down, jump. If we double tap forward to get our dash, double tap backwards to get that dash. If you hold back, you can block. Easy. Then we have our punches. So we have a light, medium, and heavy, well, in modern. So we have light, medium, heavy. We also have our special move, which for most Shoto characters will just be a fireball. So if you spam light, you'll get a combo. If you spam medium, you'll get a combo. If you spam heavy, you're not going to get a combo. If you do down light, you're just going to get a punch. If you do down and medium, you'll get a combo. If you do down and heavy, you're just going to get an uppercut. If you do forward light, you get just a normal combo. If you do forward medium, you get an overhead. If you do forward heavy, you get a combo. If you spam special move, you do not get a combo. Your special is always going to be the medium fireball. You can always do your normal inputs and get other versions of the fireball, like a light fireball, your medium fireball, and your heavy fireball. If you press forward special, you're going to get a rising uppercut. You can get another punch using back special. You can get your charge with Luke using your down special, and then lead into an overhead, or lead into a shoulder rush. You can also do other combinations to get other attacks that might be hidden to you. You can do your classic input and get an overhead punch. You do another classic input and get powered uppercut with Luke. Now let's go ahead and get into the rest of the buttons on our controller. First button we're going to talk about is going to be our left trigger, or L2. It's going to be your grab. You can also do this by pressing your light and medium attacks together. Left bumper is your drive impact. You do have to be careful with this because it's really easy to punish, as you can see. But you can also parry it using right bumper. Holding right bumper will hold the parry. However, it takes up gauge, so keep that in mind. You can also drive rush by dashing and parrying. Right before you hit your second forward, go ahead and press the parry button, you go into a drive rush. Drive rush is great for closing distance really quickly, as well as leading into quick combos. As you can see, there are other combos that you can do. Or you can use your assist button, otherwise right trigger or R2 respectively. By pressing right trigger and doing our light attack, we can get a different combination. By pressing right trigger and our medium, we can get another combination. By pressing right trigger as well as our heavy, we can get another combination. We can also use right trigger and our special button to get another combination. Now you may have noticed, while using our assist button, we were able to combo straight into our specials. If you want to just do the special on its own, you just need to press your special button as well as your heavy attack. That will be your level 1. Your level 2 will be your special button, your heavy button, as well as the back button, all at the same time. Your level 3 special will be down, your special button, and the heavy attack at the same time. So there are several characters that benefit greatly from modern and those that are more crippled by it. However, it is okay to use modern controls on whatever character interests you. Just keep in mind that some characters you may want to transition into the classic inputs or classic controls, just so you open up more of what they're capable of. Again, I main Luke, so I'm mostly talking on him. With Luke, the main things you're going to lose are just some punishing tools like his standing medium kick. Luke is one of those characters that greatly benefits from modern controls though. Something I also wanted to bring up was controllers. Now, I use a wired Xbox controller. I don't own an arcade stick or hitbox. I also don't use a keyboard. This is partially helping my bias towards modern controls, but I don't feel like I'm at an advantage or disadvantage when using a controller and modern controls. If you use what you're used to, you will have a better time learning these inputs and an easier time learning the game. Also, don't use turbo buttons. They'll be more of a hindrance than a help because you have to set everything up to even do it. And also it's cheating. Don't cheat. You're better than that. And that is why I prefer modern controls over classic controls. It has nothing to do with me being a Luke main. Okay, maybe it has a little bit to do with me being a Luke main. So if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like. Also subscribe if you're not already. And hit that notification bell so you know when the next video goes up. Make sure you follow me on the social medias. I'm going to leave the links in the description as well as hopefully somewhere in this video. That way you guys can stay up to date on when I'm working on the next video, so you're not going to miss out. Thank you all so much for the support recently. It means a lot to me. It really does. It's helped me get through some times. And I will see you guys in the next one. Later.
Ooh, that almost didn't make it.